Hello, my beautiful people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depends where you are in the world. It's evening here, and I'm just doing this video because I don't want to, disappear for too long, and also there is a, continuity from whatever I say in my previous video. But yes, in yesterday's video I was talking about like being considerate about people, and especially the people who work for you, being respectful and nice to them, and give respect, get respect basis, and also especially no child labor. Please don't hire children for any jobs, and I will ask children's parents as well, although this video is in English, and I know most of the majority who want their children to work, like child labor, they don't understand English. But the people who hire, at least they can understand, and so I can only request that please don't hire children, and tell their parents to send them to school if they can afford. If they can't afford, maybe you can help them. But yes, they're our future. Children are our future. And if we don't pay attention to their education, upbringing, growth, health, morals, then what are we waiting for? This next generation is going to be another disaster. And for any country's development, for any country's progression, it's very important to have good schooling, good hospitals, good schools, good colleges, good universities. These are really important things. But good schools are really a must to have. And because I'm in Pakistan, so I'm mostly talking about the things here. And here the atmosphere is, there are international schools, which anyone knows, everybody knows, are very expensive, and fees are in foreign currency, like dollars, sterling, and all that. And then there are some private schools run by people who are running them privately, but they are, again, although the fees are in rupees, but they are very, very high fees, especially for the people who don't earn that much money. And when it comes to the state schools, there are no state schools in Pakistan. Well, there are, but there's no education, and teachers don't come for so long, and all those things, like there's no environment. It's just not something that you can think, like if a child is going to that school, they will come out to be able to go to head to a college and a university, or even read and write or understand. No, because the education level in the state schools in Pakistan is very low and very poor. So the people who can afford, and if they can also help these children, that's the only way of doing it, or dealing with this problem. And unfortunately, all over the world, it's not just Pakistan, but obviously in Pakistan there are two extremes. One is like the people who can afford almost everything, and the other ones are the people who can't afford almost nothing. And these two extremes are actually very tricky, because all over the world, if you're in Europe or in some European country, even if you're in United States or wherever. So you still pay a certain amount in United States, but you still get the state school, because you have the right to live there. Your children have a right to be educated. When it comes to England, state schools are fairly good, and the education is always been on priority. There's whatever budget comes for the education that gets spent on the education and the improvement and the development and everything of new institutions and everything. What I'm saying here is, in Pakistan, unfortunately, education is being deprived. Children are being deprived. They don't have anywhere to go and get educated, especially the children whose parents don't have so much money or not earning so much money. And it's very concerning. It really is very concerning. And these private schools, they are for the children whose parents can afford everything. So even if they go to these private schools, like Pakistani private schools, they go to the college or university, they can go to any other country. But when it comes to the state schools, they can't even read and write. Children who come out of state schools, they don't know nothing, unfortunately, in Pakistan. And not only that, there is another dilemma, and that is when people get educated from these private schools, that's again not purely coming from the school, unfortunately. But because the children who are going to these private schools, their parents are well off financially. So they can afford sending them to their other schools, but they can also afford hiring another few people or sending them to coaching centers and providing them with tuitions. Now, I don't really understand. If the school is really good, if it's good enough, then why these children need tuition? Extra somebody else teaching them exactly the same thing. Sometimes it happens like you get stuck near this exam time and there is maybe one or two subjects that you feel like you're struggling with. So yes, then maybe it makes sense that you can probably get some extra help in the name of tuition. But here, when the academic year starts, that's the time when the tuition starts. Makes no sense. I mean, I also helped my children. I got them some help with, like, my daughter, she was not particularly interested in maths. So she needed some extra help. So I did it because I knew she is struggling with this subject. And my son, God bless him, he's very good at maths. He was good at maths, chemistry, physics and everything. So was my daughter, but maths was the only subject that my daughter was struggling with. And with my son, near the time when I actually was targeting for one particular school, or college actually, that was the only time when I suggested that he should go for, and he was very anti actually. He was even saying no that time. But I insisted that he should get some extra help, especially with chemistry, which according to his dean of the department and according to his the chairman of the department, he was doing very well in chemistry. But we have likes and dislikes about subjects. So he was not too keen on chemistry. For some reason, he was never confident saying, yeah, I'll take chemistry. No, he just took it as an extra subject. Why I'm saying all this is just because, yes, that is okay if your child is struggling with one particular subject. First of all, you still need to speak to the class teacher. You still need to speak to the subject teacher. But no, here people actually just rush. It's like a norm here, that as soon as the academic year starts, the tuition will start too. Coaching centers. So it's all money business. Again, I will say sincerity. I mean, it's not about like education. People who are opening one after another tuition center and coaching center. They know it's a good business in Pakistan. They know the schools are not doing their job, whether it's a private school or a state school is obviously out of the line, but even a private school, they know the children will come to us. They need extra help. Otherwise, if the schools were doing their job properly, then I don't think children would need any extra help. So it's all something, it's all, worth paying attention to. Because I think it's just not really, it's not good, it's a waste of money. And if you've got so much money, why not to help somebody who is deserving and who is struggling in their day-to-day life, instead of just on one end you're paying for your children's fees, high fees in the school, on the other end and it just becomes like, it's like a fashion. It's like it's ultimately understood thing that if somebody is going, and especially as soon as they reach their, year 9 and year 10, and some schools are doing matriculation, some schools are doing O level, some GCSEs, whatever their syllabus is, I don't know. What I'm saying is year 9, year 10, and even the little children, class 5 child, class 4 child, they need a tuition. Their tutors are coming at home and teaching them. I have no idea what's going on here. I just thought I should talk about it because it's just like, seriously, it's not helping anybody. And it's just become a culture that children have to go to a coaching school or a coaching center or tuition center, or they have to have a tutor coming at home. And also, of course, the children who can't afford even going to state school, they do go to state school. There are no benches, no sitting arrangement. Teachers don't come for months. Some state schools, I've heard that people even have kettle, in the school, because the school is like, it's in the name school is there, but they have, people are, tying up there, keeping their cows and buffaloes there. But, the school is there in the list, that there is one state school, but the school is being used for so many other things, but not for education, which is a shame actually, because it's government's money and government, and it's people's tax money. Well, anyway, pay attention to whatever is happening around you, please, because it's our world until we live, and then once we leave, then it's our children's world. I'm talking about this world here, So yeah, do something that creates an environment where we live happily and in peace, and our coming generations hopefully will make it better, and they also live in a happy environment. Well, I think that's all for today, or for this video. I will catch up with you guys as soon as I will catch up with you tomorrow, inshallah. And for now, I'll just say keep smiling, be happy, have a lovely night, evening, day, wherever you are. Look after each other and think about what I said. One thing that I don't say in my videos, but yes, I think I should start saying this, please subscribe to the video. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you don't like my videos, then I would be interested in knowing why you're not liking. What is it that you want me to change, or what topics you want me to cover? And if you like the video, please hit the like button. And also, once you subscribe the channel, I will really appreciate if you can also send your comments and just be a part of this family. I'm only doing it because I feel like even if one thing that I say probably somebody picks up and they utilize it in their life and benefit from it, that would be my ongoing charity. And if you don't agree with what I say, then still, I would like to hear from you, so I can probably I will know. Then I will know why I'm saying whatever I'm saying. Why you don't like it, and what is wrong with it. Look after yourself. Keep smiling because life is beautiful.